Welcome to JB Trio Podcast, Season 6, Episode 14. I'm Lee McDonald Jr.
Chris, the comeback kid, Woodmansey.
Mark, the Ancient Warrior Merchant.
And joining us tonight is Mr. Ron Reynolds. He bowled Bowler of the Week. How you doing, Ron?
Doing great. Appreciate the invite.
Anytime. Appreciate you joining us. Last week, we got the results back of the new first place team. So Ron is here for two occasions. Turns out him and Mark are now in first place.
Woohoo!
What do you think?
Ooh. On recount.
All right.
Recount.
It's selective. It's selective bookkeeping.
Selective? Yeah, it could be selective. Yeah.
But yeah, so Mark's team is now in first. Slate's sloppy seconds. They beat up on Slate's Rockheads last week, and so they are now in first by 11 points.
It's not hard to do.
And just think, we did it so far with no subs in there.
Yeah, they don't need to have subs every week.
We don't need to have subs.
And again, Chris had another sub last week. They had Jake missing last week. So what's going on, Chris?
Jake, apparently, this is his words, not mine, but I believe him because he's my boy. He has food poisoning.
He has what?
Food poisoning.
Oh, food poisoning. Oh. I thought you said he had a new boyfriend. I was like, what?
New boyfriend? I mean,
That's what I swear. I thought I heard you say.
He said he had a new boyfriend. Yeah, I thought I heard that too. Poison is no joke.
I mean, it's 2023. Right?
Well, we're thinking about him then. If he's got food poisoning, hopefully he's not too sick. Hopefully it's just he's got the runs, and that's it.
You know what it was, though? It was Chris's spaghetti. The one he pulled his back out on.
He pulled his back cooking spaghetti.
I wasn't making spaghetti, chicken Alfredo.
Oh, it was Alfredo that got him sick. Okay.
Alfredo.
Yeah, gotcha.
And it was delicious.
Oh, I'll bet. Now, here's the ultimate question. Is your full team coming back next week?
Yes, they are. Jake is feeling healthier and better, and he is ready to play.
Now, you can say we have your word on that.
Oh, shit.
No, he ain't coming.
Somebody
ain't showing.
I mean, you had to say you had my word on it. Come on, dude.
You're bowling the first place team, so you got to make up your mind.
Yeah, well, they're bowling
vacancy. I'm bowling
vacancy.
Vacancy.
They got the vacancy.
Yeah,
they have the vacancy.
Yeah.
I thought we was bowling now.
No, we got y'all next week.
We got Leland this week. Leland.
What's online? Totally wrong, man.
Well,
we got to straighten out something with League Pals. League Pals is not working out. If that's what you're looking at.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, League Pals. I talked to Amber. I told her that it's messed up, and she said she fixed it, but I don't know. I think it. I think it has to go to the next week to reset. That doesn't begin officially until tomorrow. So I think until then it's going to look messed up. So I think she fixed it, but only until it resets. But on bowl.com, under our normal league standing sheet, the one that I run, well, it has the correct schedule for this week. I messed up. I didn't put Christmas for next week. So it shows that we're bowling next week, but we actually are not bowling next week.
Okay.
Yeah, and hey, put it this way, Ron. We're bowling the better looking Woodmansey.
The better half.
Gotcha.
Someone got jokes.
So that means you'll be bowling Leland's team then.
Yeah, we haven't bowled Leland yet.
That'll be interesting. Now, they usually have to have a sub because of Tim.
Yeah, I was looking at that team. Both Camilla and Leland are over their entering averages.
Yeah, how about that? Camilla's up way high.
Yeah, both of them are over their entering average by quite a bit. And I just don't understand how they're sitting down there at the bottom.
Yeah, all of Chris's proteges are way up. Christian's up. Brian's up. Camilla's up. Yeah. The only ones that's not up is his teammates. Jake and Bill.
You know why? Because I'm strategizing. I want them handicap management for now.
Yeah, in the summer they were both 10, 20 pins higher than their normal average now.
This is all planned, Lee. This is all planned. Like, I told them, hey, I know you're good, but I need you to start racking up your pins, your handicap. So when we go against Ron's and Mark's team, We shove that handicap down their throats.
It's not going to matter. You're going to have somebody different in there anyhow.
Yeah, you're right about that too. I'm teaching David Carter how to handicap manage his pins too.
So you're saying this is all on purpose?
Yes, sir.
And it could happen because Chris's team's in third, and they are climbing the charts. We could be looking at a Chris's team versus Mark and Ron's team all championship.
Yeah, see. So, I mean, y'all want to raise up the handicap? Let's go. I'm gonna use it again.
Or how about raise the stakes? Why don't you guys put something on it?
Mark wears a wig.
Like maybe you want to? I thought you were going to put money on it. I was going to say $100 a man.
No, I think Mark puts a wig on.
Yeah, I think he's already busted the kid's piggy bank too much already.
No, I've been stacking up with Fred's money.
There's nothing in there.
I've been stacking up with Fred's money. He's been filling in.
Well, you can't have Mark wager anything because you're still having to cash in your wager.
That's right. You didn't get into that. You haven't tried to climb into that truck yet.
You got to climb in the truck. Exactly.
Gosh. Calm down.
You still haven't done that yet.
No.
And he brought the truck up there the other day.
Oh my gosh.
We still got it. We'll probably go live when that happens.
Yeah, if you get injured, you already got some subs to sub for you.
Yeah.
All right, so let's find out how Mark's team wound up in first and how Chris's team wound up in third by going over the fastest 3 minutes in bowling. Starting off, Team 14 against Team 15. That's Team Timmy against OG. And Team Timmy ended up winning that week, 36 out of 48. Next pair is Team 16, Almost Empty Nest, against Team 6. Now, these two teams post-bowled, pre- and post-bowled, and unfortunately it was not pretty for Team 6. They had a bit of a mishap on their post-bowl. Wasn't good. They had to get rushed off the lanes. They're still trying to see what can be done, but unfortunately we haven't heard back yet, and they lost big. 46 out of 48. So Almost Empty Nest had their biggest win of the season, and it was against a top contending team, but it was during a pre and post bowl, so anything can happen when that happens. All right, next pair, Team 1, that's my team. Who you calling the pinhead against Team 7, the S team, and the S team pulled out the victory. I should have known better. It was our first loss in 2 months, and they won 36 out of 48, so kudos to them. They bowled good. They kicked their butts. All right, next pair, Team 13, BD in the pocket against Team 10. Chris's team bowling against his protege.
Oh, big dick.
They whooped their butt. They won 42 out of 48.
You were the big dick in that.
Kudos to Chris's team. Next pair, Team 12, the men in the 10 pin against Team 5, Mark's team. And this is partly why Slate's sloppy seconds is in first. They won 42 out of 48, so kudos to Mark's team. Next pair is Ricky's team, Ricky and the Two Mikes against the vacant team, and Ricky and the Two Mikes prevailed another 42 out of 48. That makes 3 in a row. Next pair, Team 8, Pin High against Team 4, Blame It on the Alcohol, and that's the team that won, Blame It on the Alcohol. They won 32 out of 48. Kudos to them. They had a good week that week. And last pair is Wicked Trio, who I predicted was going to win and beat Mark's picks last week. They pulled out the upset victory against Slate's Rockets. 30 out of 48. So kudos to Wicked Trio. Adult Special Awards. Larry Babineau had a 275 and over game. He had a 280 game, actually. And Ron Reynolds, who normally would have had 2 awards, but you only get one of these, which is a 700. He bowled 700 series, but the award is for his 250 and over game. He had a 258. I guess you get multiple of those. So he's definitely had a 250 and over before. So Ron bowled good. He made bowler of the week, shot 727, 115 pins over. So congrats goes to Ron. And to go over the standings real quick, we've only got another minute left. Slate's Sloppy Seconds is now in first at 460. Second, Slate's Rockheads at 449. Put Your Thumb in it, 440 in third. Three Fingers Deep got knocked down to fourth. They're at 409. Who You Calling a Pinhead got knocked down to fifth at 404. Ricky and the Two Mikes at 400. They're in position. They got bumped up to sixth. Blame It on the Alcohol, now down to seventh place. at 385. Wicked Trio right behind them at 370 and 8. In ninth place, the men in the 10 pin, 355. Big D in the pocket, 352. They are in 10th. Pin high is at 321. That's 11th. 12th place, the S team, 315. Team 14, Timmy, is at 288. Almost Empty Nest out of the gutter. They're no longer in last. They're at 285. And in 15th place, Team OG at 254. All right, there's your fastest 3 minutes.
Nice.
What do you guys think about last week?
Well, let's not forget, I think Larry Babineau won the Woodmansey Award, too.
Hey, we need to start doing that. We need to start doing that. Like, we need to start taking pictures and giving out the trophy.
Yeah. He got him
like last year.
He got himself 104 pin difference.
Why did we stop? Why did we stop doing that?
Laziness. No other explanation but that.
I think. I thought it was because Peyton stole the trophy.
Yeah, who has the trophies?
Oh my God, I forgot there's trophies. I don't even remember who's got it. Well, I know when Peyton moved away, he may have taken it with him. We'll have to ask him about that.
Yeah, because if not, I can start doing it. I can take ownership of that if y'all want it.
Sure, that'd be great.
I second that motion.
I'll take pictures with them holding the trophy.
There you go. I mean, it is, as a matter of fact, the reason why the award exists is because of the Woodman himself.
Yeah, exactly. So if y'all want to, if you want to text Peyton for me, because he don't answer me anymore.
Oh, that prick!
And then so if you could text him and find out if he has the trophies on him, or maybe you have them and Jennifer put them up somewhere.
Sure. I'll talk to him.
Yeah, please and thank you.
I'll talk to him. I'll say, "Where's the awards?" And I'll also say, "Why the hell you're not responding to Chris's text?"
Yes, exactly. Please. So yeah, we'll start doing it tomorrow. We'll start doing it starting tomorrow, starting fresh. Because Barry won it last week. We'll start fresh with the pictures taking, and then at the very end of the season, I'll make a collage.
And I'll go back and see if we can trace the scores back to week 1 and try and see who are the Woodmansey winners from that week.
If you want to, that'd be great. If you want, if you want.
Yeah, if you can, we'll just get a group picture of all of them.
Yeah.
And no, you can't make Mark the winner every week.
No.
No.
Do you know if the league in front of ours is bowling tomorrow or?
They are. I asked Sabina last week. I was hoping they should say they were off, but no, they switched theirs to ours. They used to do it like us, where we take 1 week off and then that's it. And they used to do 2 weeks, but they switched it. So now they're on the same schedule as us for winter break. So they are bowling this tomorrow, and then they'll be off next week like us, and then they'll be back the week after.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Chris, do you think that it would be possible to do the bracket results, or should we wait till tomorrow?
I'll wait till tomorrow. I'm really sorry.
Wait till tomorrow. Oh, no, hey, it's no problem.
Well, let's just say the Woodmanseys are out.
Yeah, Woodmansey. Yeah, me and Camilla are lost. Lee's out.
I'm out.
Jake and Phil move on, but they're going against each other. Jake and Phil will be going against each other next year.
And then Ron advanced, myself advanced.
Yes.
Yep. With the Christmas holiday, it's just been so crazy in my house and Chris's house. Chris went out of town and now he's back. It's just been crazy. So unfortunately, sorry listeners, but we didn't get to the bracket results, but we will try and see if we can post them online tomorrow. We'll have the brackets with the names in advance. Yeah. Remember, the rules are that all 44 of us bowled. The winners, there'll be 22 winners that move on to the next round of the bracket. The 22 losers are not out.
Yeah.
They get to go to a losers round where all 22 bowl, but only the top 5 will be let back in. So there'll be 17 losers that'll be officially out, but the top 5 of those will come back in. Now, if you're in the second round and in the winners bracket, the 22 winners will bowl each other, and they'll have 11 winners out of that, and 11 losers. Unfortunately, if you lose in the second round, you're out. There's no coming back.
Yes.
And that goes for any rounds going forward. If you lose, you're out. But for the third round, you have 11 winners, but you also have the 5 winners from the losers bracket. So that makes it 16. So we'll have a round of 16. That'll be a good even bracket number, because you always got to have a bracket number of 8, at least divisible by 8. So we'll have a round of 16. We'll redraw too, because I don't want to just throw the 5 back in at random. So we're going to redraw. So we'll reposition the round of 16, and then it'll be the round of 8, then the round of 4, and then the final 2. That'll be, I think, round 6, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So there's how the bracket's going to lay out.
And we'll set it up so that 2 hosts on these podcasts will be bowling each other in the losers bracket.
Wouldn't that be great if, if we bowl each other, but then if Chris miraculously makes it back, and
comeback kid Woodmansey,
the comeback kid, and then all of a sudden Mark takes his team, makes it to the championship, and then Chris takes his team to the championship, and then Chris and Ron or Mark make it to the finals in the bracket. So then there'd be all this money on the line.
It's the come on your back
Coke bottle Woodmansey.
Okay. All right. We can calm down.
But that would be the dream scenario. We would definitely go live, like for the whole night, if that happened. And then we'd have to turn the music down, and then Chris would have to leave a Greek church again.
Oh, never again. That will never happen in the history.
If you guys face each other again, you have got to redeem yourself. You cannot choke in the 10th anymore.
That will never happen again. I can tell you now. That will never happen again.
You should be anchor by the time it makes it to the
always
finals.
Anchor. I'm always anchor.
Yeah.
Always.
All right, so we're going to skip on the bracket. We'll make sure that it gets posted tomorrow. You say Lane? That's a great intro.
Yeah. Welcome to Chris Probes the Guest. So now we have Ron back to the probing center. He likes it last time. He liked it the first time. He's back for the second time.
Yeah, I think this is the third probing. He came back for more.
Man, he is a comeback kid. Nice. Oh, hey, Ron, thank you for joining us again. Congratulations on making Bowl of the Week.
Thank you.
So we already know what got you into bowling, why you're here in life. Now we're going to ask you future questions and presents. So now that you're bowling this season, you're bowling this year, how do you feel about this year? What is different from last year and this year? What's different in your eyes? Like, in your opinion, did something change? Did you switch something up? What's happening here?
Let me answer that for him. Chris's team never has a full team there. That's one difference.
Well, if you're talking about individually, how I've been bowling, it's actually down. I mean, I'm down in average. So I'd say the lane conditions, I don't know if it's the oil, or can't really say it's
they got new lanes? Because they did get new lanes this year.
Yeah, they got the new lanes. That's true.
I don't think it's the lanes. I think it's the conditioning, how they condition it, I guess, because there's certain lines that you hit, but everybody bowls on the same pair. So I'm not making any excuses, but I just know that I'm down versus what my entry average is. But I think it's getting a little bit better, but it's all ball choices. So if you choose the right ball, I think it'll pan out. Maybe one of 2 different balls that I have that's been working. So that's the only thing I think is lane condition. Now, if you're talking about our team, I think our team is doing a lot better. The past few weeks, same thing. I guess it's just the condition, the oil.
Yeah, I must admit that your guys' team is doing very good, and a lot of it has to do with Kyle. He's in the running for MVP of the league. Of course, MVP is the person that wins the most individual points, and he's currently tied for the lead right now at 74. He's actually tied with Ricky, believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. So you guys got the MVP of the league bowling on your team, so that helps.
A lot, yeah.
So, Ron, going off of that, what Lee said and what you said, do you believe that you sucking and Mark being old and Kyle being Kyle, y'all feel like that is your secret sauce? Like, because that mix-up, Kyle has to carry y'all more?
Yeah, it seems like the combination's working, so we're going to go with it.
Okay.
We're not going to get any subs.
So you're not going to bowl any better than what you're bowling now, and Mark is just going to get older.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. I'm trying my best. That's all I can do is my best. If I bowl a 130, that's my best. But if I bowl 58, that's my best too.
Well, you're more likely to be in the 250s than the 130s.
So I know you don't like to think about other teams and you just like to bowl and just have fun, just throw the ball and not think about anything. But if you were to think about you being in the new first placement now, how's your mindset going off the carry to finish off this half? Because once you lock in first place this half, you don't have to worry about a second half. You can literally just fuck off and just wait until the final match to get your other first placement and bowl head to head. But what's your mindset going into that?
I don't do that. I bowl the best I can every time I come up. So that's what I just said. I'm not going to slack off. I'm still going to be going full throttle.
Perfect answer. Answer.
So, I mean, how do you feel like Kyle feels being like knowing that you should be bowling in the Excalibur like level, but you're not, and Kyle has to pick up the weight, and then Mark's just there doing nothing? Like, how did Kyle feel like holding the weight of y'all two?
I think it's a team effort. I don't think Kyle feels that way. I think he knows we're all giving our best, and he can, fall, and then one of us take his position, and help out the team. So we're a team. We're not a one-man show.
Yeah, and let me just add, if we do win the first half, I will slack off the second.
He's going to take Chris's advice and have handicap management.
Okay. Okay, that's good to know. So, I mean, we all hope you win. I surely don't hope you win, but I hope you both great and have fun while doing it, okay?
I imagine you pray on
it. Now, if you could go against a team for first, for the battle of the first, like battle of the nights, who would that be?
I know where this is going.
Who would
the vacancy. The vacancy.
We struggle with the vacancy more than we do anybody. So, yeah, the vacancy, yeah.
I was about to say, you guys have lost to the vacancy before, though.
Every time.
Every time.
They're the toughest team in the league.
Oh, my God.
I always remember that time you guys bowled them on 31-32 and lost more than 40.
That's correct.
Crazy.
That's who Chris them bowls next week, so they're going to get a reality check.
Yeah, Chris, you better win.
I mean, okay, we never lost to the vacancy, and we don't plan on it. So
you never lose to anybody?
Yes, sir. That's a true statement. But enough about me. Have you been changing up your bowling style, throwing a new ball maybe that you like, that you want to shout out on the ball, or who drilled it? Anything like that? Like anything we should know or get the insider look on?
So it's either one or two balls. I got the Proton Physics, or I got one that's pinned down that it's a motive. It's called a tribal. It's an old ball, but one of those two is my go-to balls.
Nice.
Awesome.
I like that.
What'd you use last week for that 700 series?
That was the Proton Physics.
Okay.
Good deal.
Okay. So now going to summer or maybe future fall of JV Trios, are you looking to disband from this team that you're on?
No, if everybody's going to still be there, I still got a team, not unless they want to make some change. But I still want to stay with the same team. But if we go to duos, I guess it'd be me and Mark. Not to see want somebody else. And then I think Kyle. I think Kyle may have somebody else. I'm not real sure. We hadn't talked about that yet.
Okay.
It sounds like Chris is going to go to his recruiting question next.
No, Ron, come on. You've been friends for a very long time, from Friday nights. I mean, have you ever once just thought about me just being your partner?
Well, I mean, if you have subs, you got plenty of subs that you can fill in.
None of them want to bowl.
Need me.
Yeah,
just want to sub.
You can be there. They don't sub for me. They sub for my teammates.
I've seen you not show up a couple of times.
One time.
Hey, Chris.
It was Halloween.
Chris, I have a question. Why don't you bring back Austin from last summer?
Oh, okay. Calm down.
All right, bad question.
He doesn't even talk.
Never mind.
He doesn't talk to me no more.
I think he still has a contract out against Chris.
He probably does.
He probably does. To be honest, he probably does.
Oh my God.
Gosh, that's how sad.
Yeah, he's gonna.
I mean, okay. So Ron, just think about it. Maybe me and you in the summer. Right? Chris and Ron.
No, honestly.
Oh, hell no.
Okay.
No, honestly, I've been thinking about going to a whole nother alley. You know, if these lanes keep persisting like this, they're not being very predictable. I might go to Denton or I might have to go somewhere else. I hate to say it. You know, I love the JV trios, but I have considered moving.
Oh,
but I just don't. These lanes, if I can't figure them out, I got to do something different. Yeah.
We've had a lot of bowlers come up and say that. So I just hope the league doesn't fold, because this season, this is the most teams we've had, but it's also definitely the most complaints we've had this year, because it's lane conditions have been bad and customer service has unfortunately been a little bit bad because of I think it's mostly just getting used to the new systems, and plus we get new employees that come in and out. It seems like every other month or so, and so last week we had a tough time getting the lane started on time and things of that sort. So I definitely don't blame you there. I hope we can get these things fixed.
Yeah, though, I think the conditions of the lanes, everybody shoots on the same shot. That kind of doesn't bother me, but look at the lineage that we get is pretty favorable for.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I agree with that too. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that part.
And go somewhere else, you might not. You move that JB trailer, you might not get that kind. You won't get that kind of line.
Oh, you're not.
Yeah. No. I don't think I'll ever move that. I'll keep it there. If I got a feeling though at some point, and it may be just me, but I'm feeling like that the alley is going to change their policy soon and say, you know what, we're just going to shut our doors at 10 o'clock. Any late leagues are just going to have to transfer or just fold. I got a very sneaking suspicion that this summer that they're going to come up and say, I'm sorry, guys, we're going to have to close shop at 10 o'clock at night, and we're just going to have to ask you guys to transfer somewhere else. Yeah. It hasn't happened, and they haven't given me any clues, but it's just that every night when they close and they give that announcement, I don't know, something inside me just says, man, I bet you that's going to happen.
Yeah, and when that happens, then I'll move to Denton.
What? Not going to stay with us?
Yeah. No, I mean, God, it's bad enough they're kicking us out of there the minute we finish, Yeah. And then, like you said, the tables aren't clean and all that other stuff. It does get a little wearing on you.
Yeah, it does. But, this is a platform where we can vent, and maybe the alley, if they happen to listen to this, they'll say, you know what, let's investigate that and see what's going on. So maybe things can change. Who knows?
We're growing the league. I mean, ever since like what, 3 years now. We got down as little as 6 teams one year, and now we're at 16 teams. So and we battled through COVID. I mean, man.
Yeah, but if they do tell you, Lee, we're not running any leagues after 10 o'clock, what are you doing? I mean, what can you do?
I might call Denton up and see if they'd be willing to start us. Hopefully, maybe their leagues are not full house, and maybe they got different circumstances where maybe their 6 o'clock league only has 4 people on, and we can get on at 8 o'clock. It's not out of the realm. But hopefully we won't have to cross that bridge at all. But if it does, we'll have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah, I don't ever want the JV trios to end. I mean, it's not. That was my personal thing. It's like, if the lanes don't, change and or if I can, maybe just me. I just need to figure them out. But I just don't like that you make one little bitty change, and the ball just reacts really weird. It just, I've been bowling a long time. If you move, your spot one left, you have the same target. I mean, one time it's not supposed to hook and go to Brooklyn. The next time it's not supposed to slide and hit the 3-pin. If you're a right-hander, it's just ridiculous. You made such a small adjustment and the lanes are just way out of whack. So I mean, any other bowler, you bowl on any other lanes and you should be able, and I know we're bowling the second shift, so things are going to be a little different, but I bowl on other nights and it's fresh and it's still the same shot. It's really, really weird. You should be able to make slight adjustments and it should correct itself and go right in the pocket. And it doesn't. It's hard to explain. Like I say, maybe it's the balls that I'm using. Maybe it's that, but I've switched to 4 or 5 different balls and they all do the same thing.
It sounds to me like Ron's setting himself up for a 500 series tomorrow.
Yeah.
What it sounded like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he comes out with a 750. So we'll see. We'll see.
It all depends on the ball you choose. I'm serious.
You're starting off with the Proton, right?
Yes. Yes.
Well,
if I bowl 60, I'm going to the tribal. So yeah.
Here we go with another episode of Beat Lee's Picks.
Oh.
Damn
Lee is the big leader now. Last week's record, Lee went 6 wins, 2 losses.
Wow.
For a final record of so far of 54 wins, 26 losses. Chris,
That's
you went
nice one.
Yeah, Chris, 4-4.
Oh.
51 wins, 29 losses. You are now 3 games back.
Wow. And it's almost over, Chris.
Yeah, it's almost a commanding lead. And I went 6-2, surprisingly myself last week.
Hey, nice.
Yeah, so I'm 42 wins, 37 losses.
I'm still way ahead of Mark, so we're good.
Yeah.
So as long as you beat Mark, that's all that counts.
Yeah, that's all.
I might be locked out. No, I guess I'm not. I guess I still get a shot.
I still got a shot.
Keep on telling yourself you're locked out.
Well, you know what it is. Every week, I think I vote against your team, and then you bring in a ringer.
I vote against my team too when I lose. The last 2 weeks, I've voted against my team, and
it'll be interesting when you have to pick against your team against the blind. So we'll see what happens there.
Sure.
But first on the agenda is Team 16, almost empty nest, against Team 8, pin high. What's the spread on this?
This is interesting. 54 pins, almost empty nest is getting 54 pins.
And they're actually accustomed to getting like 150 to 200.
Yep. They're only going to get 54.
This is their lowest spread I think they've had to face the whole season now.
I got pin high on this one.
You know what?
I'm taking empty nest.
What the fuck?
Empty nest won big last week. But you know what? I'm going to go with pin high because I think Gino, he made a few adjustments last week. He looked a little bit better than he had been. Craig's looking pretty good. He's the lone lefty in the pair, I'll bet. And the leadoff girls kind of cancel each other out. So I'm going to give the slight edge to pin high. I'm going to go with pin high.
What do you think, Ron?
I think Gino and Craig, I think they're going to win, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's not so bad.
I think Craig's sandbagging for the second half.
Probably.
Yeah, that makes sense. He's sandbagging. He's last week he won the mystery score. He won both mystery scores, and at the end he just said, "I'm just here for the mystery score. I'm not here."
Yeah, that's all I think he's coming down for the first time.
Yeah. All right. Next pair, Leland's team and Camilla Timmy against Mark's team. Slate sloppy second. So this is a tough one here. What's the spread on this one?
Well, it depends. I mean, who do they bring in? But if you're just talking Camilla and Leland against me and Kyle, we'd only be giving them 18 pins.
Oh, wow. But you got to factor in Ron and
then when
third bowler.
Right. Whoever that third bowler is.
Now, I'm just going to throw something out there. Chris, since your team, quote unquote, your whole team is coming, do you think that David would be allowed to bowl with Camilla?
Oh, man.
Because he'll be there.
Yeah, I already
lives at the bowling.
I texted him yesterday. We talked.
Leland, your plate's in the stove.
So he said he will bowl?
He is subbing for Camilla's team.
He is sub. Okay, so that's what I wanted to make sure of. So
I didn't want to tell y'all, but I didn't want to be a dick.
That spread then is going to be 18 pins. That's it.
Wow.
18 pins.
Yeah, that's hardly any pins. And I have to admit, watching David bowl, it's either 750 or 500. And I got a feeling that it's going to be one of those 500 weeks. So I'm going with your team, Mark.
Yeah, I'm going to take us as well. I think the shot could dry up a lot quicker over on our pair, with the way we bowl.
Okay.
We don't use the urethane like Chris.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
I don't use urethane either, so thank you. It's
okay. What do you think, Ron?
Yeah, I think we're going to pick us. Yeah, we're on the lane 20 or something like that. I think we'll do okay there.
Okay. Chris?
Now, if we're on 31 and 32, that'll be different.
Yeah, that would be.
I got Kamo's team on this.
Really? That's interesting. All right, next pair. Team 2, the blind, against Team 10. Put your thumb in it, Chris. Let's just go ahead and get yours out of the way. Who are you picking?
I got me.
You are picking you. Okay, so it's locked. You heard it here first. I kind of have a feeling I know who Mark's picking. I'm going to go with your team too, Chris.
Smart choice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to take Chris's team. I think he's not going to show up.
That might be for the best, you know.
Yeah, get the weakest guy off this week, and they'll have a chance to win.
Sometimes the guy that takes the week off is just what it takes. Sometimes, you never know. And, of course, just a reminder of the rule, if you're bowling the blind and you got a guy missing, the team has to win their point in order for the missing guy to win this point.
Yes.
All right. All right, Ron, what do you think?
I'll go with Chris's team, too, as well.
Yeah, my man.
All right, a clean sweep. Clean sweep. All right, next pair. First place team, well, used to be first place team, Slate's Rockheads against the S team. And I can say the S team's pretty tough. I know they haven't had the best bowling, and their scores are not reflecting what their actual placement is. They're in the bottom part of the league. But they are a really good team, and especially Chris Saunders. But Slate's Rockheads are going to be pissed off this week. First time they haven't been first place in like months. I think they're going to be on a revenge tour, so I'm going to go with Slate's Rockheads.
Okay, I'm going to go with the S team.
Really?
And this is why he's losing at his own fucking game.
Yeah, I'm going with the S team. You're right, Lee. They're tough. I mean, Diego, and he gets it going. Forget it.
What's the pins differential?
128.
Oh, that's not bad. Oh, that's pretty good for the S team. That's pretty good.
That's a lot.
What do you think, Ron?
Well, I think it really depends. It's like fighting. You know, if they come in and they're still pissed off about last week, I'm going to go with the S team. But I think they're going to come in cool, calm, collective. So I'm going with Neil's team, really.
Okay.
I think they're going to be real calm.
What lane are they on?
They're on 23 and 24. That's the 7-10 split conversion pair, by the way. They have yet to fix the curtain on that pair. If you leave a 7-10, that's a really good chance the pins will bounce around. So I like to call up the 7-10 split pair.
Yeah, and the good thing is the blower ain't working on that lane. They're going to struggle.
What's that?
The blower.
I heard they're having a girl stand by.
One could say something there, but choose not to. All right, 25 and 20.
No, I haven't guessed my team yet.
Oh, you haven't guessed your team? Oh, okay. Who are you going to pick? Neil? No way. Are you going with Neil?
I have the S team. Did the S team win against their team last week?
They kicked my ass last week.
You and Peyton?
Yeah, they killed us.
Holy shit. Fuck. Right. I'm taking the S team.
You are going with the S team. Okay. Wow. So Neil's team's got 2. He's got 2 and 2. All right. Next pair is Team 4 blaming on the alcohol against Team 6, 3 fingers deep. This is probably the best match of the night.
Yeah.
What's the spread?
Okay. It's Team. Who is it now? Team 2? No, is
Team 4.
Team 4. Yeah, I'm sorry. 4 pins.
That makes sense. That makes total
4
sense.
pins. This is the match. I'm going to go with Team 4 on this one, blaming on the alcohol, but it's going to be close.
Yes, it will be. Now, and it also kind of depends on who's bowling because they got kind of a rotating lineup.
Team 6 is Rick Connor and Caden and George against the Williams and Spring. What is it?
James Singleton.
Yeah, Singleton. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one that's got the rotating lineup because in most cases it's been James, but every so often Carol will show and she'll bowl. So if I had to guess, I'd say it's most likely going to be James. And so I would put James against that spread.
Wow, that's a tough one. That's an even match team.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I'm going to go with Fred's team.
All right, guys, just to cut in on our picks here. At the time of taping, it's Monday night. I don't know if anybody else is watching.
I am.
Seattle just pulled ahead of the Eagles.
Yes, sir.
I love it.
Yes, sir.
I love it.
I got Fred team on this. I got Fred.
Yeah. Fred's team, and why?
Only because I believe in Rick and Dick. I believe in him, but he's bowling with that brace on, and I think that's going to be his downfall.
He's been bowling with it for a while now, though.
Yeah, but I feel like it's just not going to work for him. I feel like just for the day, it's just not going to work.
Okay.
And, yeah.
So I'm going with Rick's team because they took a beat down last week, and they're still not happy about the results of that being rushed on the pre-bowl or the post-bowl. And I'm going to go with Rick's team for a bounce-back week. It's their get-right week, so I think this is going to be it. All right. Did we all pick that?
No, you're the only one. Yeah, we all did. You're the only one that took
okay.
Rick's team.
Next pair is my team against Team 3 Wicked Trio. So it'll be, I can never remember even my own team. Who are you calling a pinhead against Wicked Trio? Yeah, I'm going to have to go back to picking against us. We just didn't have it last week, and it might be a while before we get it back. Although stranger things have happened, but I'm going to go with Wicked Trio this week.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. That team can be dangerous.
They are. Perfect set of average handicap, and that's the one team that bowled 900.
I don't even think they've had their second bowler there. They've had somebody else in there, I think.
Yeah, and Amanda's son, Colton, who went to school with Leland, has been subbing on that team because Tim's been out. But I do believe Tim is out again. So I think, because if I remember right, I think she said that Tim's going to be out 2 weeks. So he was out the first time last week, and he will be back after the break. So he should be out. It should be Colton bowling in his place again.
Well, I want to call this a kiss your sister. I think y'all both going to win 24 and 24. That's almost like betting on the green ball in roulette.
That sure is, man. That is like a bold bet.
What's the pin?
I almost want to say you want to put some money on it.
83 pins.
Going to who?
Going to Wicked Trio.
Yeah, that's a lot. I'm not even betting on my team.
What lane are they on?
27-28. All right.
I got
it's Chris's pick.
Yeah. Oh man, 88. Damn.
Did you pick Ron?
Yes.
Who'd you take?
I said kiss your sister. They're going to tie.
Yep. That's I think, you know what? This might be monumental. I think this is our very first pick. Somebody's picked a complete tie, a kiss your sister tie.
So that's going to be
I think both teams are good.
Yeah, that's going to be an automatic loss for the guest.
Oh, man.
If it doesn't end up in a tie.
If it hits, it'll be historic. If it hits, we'll have to have Ron as like a mini guest next week just to congratulate him on his pick.
That'd be crazy.
All right. And Chris, you picked who again?
Man, it's a hard one, dude. Dude.
And there's been an interception on the TV. Seattle takes over and wins the friggin' game. Screw you, Eagles. Third loss in a row.
I would have lost money on that.
Yeah, me too. I would have bet on the Eagles.
Yep. F the Eagles.
Oh, that's crazy.
And I hope the Cowboys get them in the playoffs, too, because they are reeling. Oh, wait a minute. Nah, it's going to come back. The interception is not good.
Oh, okay.
But there's only 6 seconds left on the clock, and the Eagles are on the other 35.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going to say you didn't vote for your team?
I voted for the other team, yeah. I voted for the other team.
I voted for your team, Lee.
Are you voting for my team?
Yeah.
Well, at least I got one. I got 1.5. I've never got a half before, so I'll claim a half too. All right, next pair. We've got 12, which is the men in the 10 pin, and Team 15, OG. And I'm pretty sure they're going to have a sub. We seem to have subs every week. And if everybody's here, they've been recruiting Larry Babineau to be their sub, who's a really damn good bowler. And he's had a good stretch here, like 3 weeks in a row where he's had close to 700 or 700 or more. If they get Larry, then this is going to be a pretty even match.
Yeah, I'm going to take Team 12 here, the men in the 10-pin. They bowled, they didn't really bowl that bad last week. They just ran up against one of the best teams in the league.
True. Extremely true. Yeah. Your team, Mark.
Right.
I'm going to go with them as well. I think it's a get-right week. Cody didn't have a great week last week. He'll tell you himself, but I think he'll bounce back. Sean's been bowling pretty steady. Gary's not bad. So I'm going to go with men of the 10-pin.
I agree. I'm with y'all on this one.
Yeah, I got man in the 10-pin.
Wow, a clean sweep. And watch Team OG just beat him by 40. All right, last pair, 11 and 13. So Ricky and the two Mikes against BD in the pocket.
52 pins in this match.
Man, who's getting that?
Ricky and them.
Ricky, and they're on 31-32. There's all kinds of possibilities on this. Why don't you go first, Chris?
Man.
Whatever Chris does, I'm taking the opposite.
That makes sense. I might have to do the same just to keep my lead. All right, Chris, while you're thinking.
I got BD in the pocket.
Oh, I'm actually going to go with Ricky's team. Mike Henderson's been on a tear lately, and it doesn't seem like he's been bowling really bad. I'm going to go with Henderson to lift him up.
Okay, Ron, it's up to you.
I like Mike and them myself. Mike Henderson, and yeah, they should do really well.
And they're getting the points, so I'm taking Mike Henderson and the points.
Yeah.
Are you going with Mike's team, Mark?
You got it.
That's like one of our favorite teams, the Mike and Mike. And we know they're kryptonite, the pizza and the shots.
Yeah, they're not bad, really.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They were in contention for winning the whole league last year. I remember come down to your team and their team and towards the end. So it was they were in contention.
Yeah, 31 and 32 can be tricky.
That's the problem there, yeah.
Yeah. If it gets way too dry, then I can see Henderson having a tough time. But he's the lone lefty on the pair, so I'm hoping that maybe he'll hold him up. I think BD in the pocket will have a tougher time with dry oil, or as Chris used to call it, dry oral. We got to get a list of all of our sayings. We got quite a few. I remember dry oral was a popular one for a while. All right, so congratulations to the Seahawks. They beat the Eagles. Screw the Eagles. Cowboys got a chance to still win the division. That's always a good thing.
Thanks for joining.
Mark. Yeah, Ron, thank you for joining us.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in and listening to our little spiel. Thank you, Ron, for being our guest and over the week. Congratulations again. Tune in next time, guys, as you see my team be in second place. After being vacancy that Ron
maybe first.
And then look forward to next week as we talk about me and Mark going head to head, podcaster to podcaster. And we love to really to come out, eat some popcorn, wear my face on your t-shirt, and root for my team to beat Mark's team.
If they did that, they'd get thrown out of the bowling alley.
Well, I think they'll be welcome with open arms and a red carpet. Tune in next week for that. It's going to be a very exciting week for us. So, all right, go Chris, and you're welcome.
No, it'll be in 2 weeks. We don't bowl the week after this.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
2 weeks, yeah. And happy holidays.
I like how you said that. I said you're welcome. So that's going to be like your new end of the podcast. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Oh, and Chris, you got a poker tournament this Saturday, right? Or
Yes, sir. Yeah, this Saturday, awesome. Poker tournament at my house. It's called a holiday. So wear your ugly sweaters, wear some festive. It's going to be a holiday poker night.
It's going to be in the meat locker.
Yes, sir.
It's definitely going to be meat locker weather.
Definitely meat locker weather. Definitely. 100% is right.
All right. Well, again, Ron, thanks for joining. Had a lot of fun. Appreciate you coming on. Gentlemen, we'll see y'all tomorrow. All righty.
Y'all be safe.
See you soon.
See ya.